What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me going over on the Starter Rush Draw event, and we're going to be talking about if you guys should be going to the 600 pity or the 450 pity to actually get one of these festival characters so that you can acquire them for your account. Let's kind of talk about if it's going to be worth it, guys, since you are only able to get 420 on the banner, and since Global just finished out the free summons for the banner, I wanted to kind of discuss if it's going to be worth it in these next 7 days to actually spend to get to the 600. So let's hop into the video. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to the 35,000 subscribers, guys. Literally, when I woke up and saw the sub count, we are literally like 6 subs away from the 35k as of this moment. So if you guys have not hit the subscribe button already and you want to be those right before the 35k, definitely make sure to. And with that out of the way, let's discuss if you should be picking up any of the characters on either the 450 pity or the 600 pity for the Starter Rush banner. So as you guys can see here, you are already guaranteed to be getting either King or Escanor no matter what. So at the 300 pity, I already selected my character, but you have an option between the one Escanor or New Wings King, and in my opinion, the one Escanor is going to be overall the better character, but you don't necessarily need the one Escanor, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be missing King. So if you do want to get Boxy C, then you might want to pick up New Wings King. And also there's a possibility in the future that this man gets a LR, and considering he is one of the kind of weaker festival characters in the game, I feel like he would be one of the early characters of getting an LR. So just something to think about, guys. Maybe pick up your New Wings King, but the one Escanor eventually will also get LR too, so that's something to think about as well. So either or is really up to you, right? But when we go to the 450 pity here, you actually do have to spend 30 gems to actually get the thing. Last year when we had the Starter Rush event banner, they did give out a free multis worth to actually pull for the 450 part. But that's because they made a mistake. This year they're actually just making it so that you only get the 14 multis, and then you have to spend at least one multi to get either the Green Gowther or the Purgatory Bond. So it really is up to you. Who would I say is more worthwhile, the Green Gowther or Purgatory Bond? If you don't own either of them, then definitely Green Gowther, because of the fact that he gives you the attack related increase, and he's also another Gowther here with the rank up. And Green Gowther is just super good for any PvE content where you need damage. He's gonna help you a lot because you just run a different race team pretty much, and you're gonna get the 35% attack related stat increase. Very, very strong. And then with Purgatory Bond, like Purgatory Bond's still a fairly good character too. But you know, one thing to actually take into account with Purgatory Bond is he'll probably be getting an LR eventually in the future too. So if you do want to pick him up just to have him, then it's not bad. And also, I think Purgatory Bond overall is not a bad character as long as you have him on the like full humans team. He can actually hit pretty hard if you actually set him up enough, because he has like a full HP scaling character, and you can run him with like the Excalibur Arthur, Twigo. His team's pretty free to play friendly. So if you do have access to his team already and you want to use him for like Tower or for like Heroes Arena, like he's actually not a bad character at all. So you can definitely pick up Purgatory Bond, and he's still a really good character. But I would say overall for PvE, Green Gowther kind of takes the cake, because you can still run Green Gowther in a lot of content nowadays in PvE versus like Purgatory Bond, where it's kind of like the only like idea in my head is really like Heroes Arena, which is technically PvP, and then you also have like Tower of Trials, which eventually will be leaving too. So those are like the only uses I would say Bond has at the moment, but you can definitely still pick him up, right? If you have both the characters already and you're like, okay, maybe I could get Purgatory Bond for like a coin, then you definitely could get the festival coin if you pick up Purgatory Bond. Not a bad idea at all, honestly. But yeah, so that's gonna be the lineup at the 450, guys. Is it worth to actually get to the 450 though? That's a real question. In my opinion, I would say it's definitely worth it because you only have to spend 30 gems and you're guaranteed a Green Gowther or Purgatory Bond. And it's just too good to pass up, in my opinion, right? If you don't own Green Gowther and you just have to spend 30 gems to get him, that is worth it in my opinion. If you guys have the gems, definitely spend it for the Green Gowther. If you're missing like Purgatory Bond, let's say, and you have Green Gowther already, then that's also a steal. Like 30 gems for a free festival character, that's a steal. So really depending on your situation on your account, if you're missing either of the characters, it's worth it. If you have both the characters, then it's still probably worth it to get the Fest coin at the very least. And then if you're missing Green Gowther, you get him. If you're missing Purgatory Bond, you get him. Pretty much, guys, you just want to get either of the characters, pretty much, okay? Pretty much it's worth it, okay? So definitely go to the 450. Now, talking about the 600 pity. The 600 pity is actually a lot better than last year. Last year, if you guys don't know, we had Festival of Merlin and Assault of Meliodas. This year, we actually have Covenant of Light Ludociel and Merlin of Dark, Merlin the daughter of Belulian. So now the difference is that we have the Lolly Merlin and Margaret, And the thing is, Margaret is super valuable nowadays, guys. Obviously being run on the Mael comp. You have also PvE Goddess team, which is super strong. You can run Margaret on, like, you know, non-Miguelda comps on Bird. She's just a really solid option for a character. And if you do not have Margaret, please finish out this banner and get to the 600 and pick her up, because she is such a valuable character on your account. You do not want to mess her up. That cleanse buff card that she has is like so valuable. There's no other character in the game that has that skill. As long as she is the only character in the game that has it, her value is still there, right? And she's just such an overall really good character, building the basic stats of the guys team. You know, her Holy Relic's pretty decent too. I think it's like damage reduction per Archangel on the team. You know what I mean, for herself. And then yeah, her ultimate when duped up is really good too. So if you are missing dupes, and it's not a bad idea to actually go to the 600, it's going to cost you a total of 180 gems, I think, from the 420 pity. So I would say it's definitely worth it. Considering it's 180 gems to hit the 600, I'd still say it's worth it, guys, because take into account that 180 is a lot less than 242 on a step up banner, right? You're saving a ton of gems by spending it on here just to get a Margaret. And if you have both the characters already and you want to get like a coin, then that's also not a bad idea as well. You can actually get like a fest coin from either the characters if you own them already, and then you could use that towards the coin shop and maybe get a festival that you actually need, right? So that's not a bad idea either, you know. They're definitely on the table. But if you have like Margaret already, let's say, and you have her 6/6 and you want to pick up like a Merlin, she's not bad either. Actually, on my free-to-play account, picked up Merlin because of the fact that I wanted to use her for Grey Demon, because I didn't really have a Grey Demon DPS other than King. But I don't really want to use Skinny King, man. I feel like, you know, Lolly Merlin is going to be doing the job better. So I decided to actually pick her up on my free-to-play account, and I spent the 180 gems. In my opinion, it was worth it. But then again, it really depends on if you have Ludo or not. And on that account, I did have Ludo, so I didn't decide to get Ludo. I actually got Lolly Merlin. So overall, for like the general player base though, I would recommend you guys get Margaret, because she's just going to be such a better character overall, and the value that Margaret has on your account is just going to be super valuable. So definitely spend the 180 gems, guys. It is worth it to actually pick up a Margaret copy if you do not have her already. She's just a invaluable character. You cannot miss up on her, and this is just like, this is pretty much my PSA here to let you guys know, like, you must summon on this banner to get to the 600 and get that Margaret if you do not have her already, because Margaret is such a valuable character, man. It's, you know, I have to Priestess, man. If you guys are missing Margaret, there's a lot of comps that she is usable on, and that is why you have to pick her up. You cannot miss up the opportunity. So that's pretty much that though, guys, for the banner right there. So in conclusion, pretty much on the 450, is it worth it? Yes. And should you be getting either the characters, Green Gowther if you don't have either of them? If you have both of them already, Purgatory Bond for the festival coin. If you're missing one or the other, like let's say you have Green Gowther, then you get Purgatory Bond. If you have Purgatory Bond, get Green Gowther. That's the setup, and it's worth the 30 gems for sure. And then from there, spending an extra 150 gems to get either Margaret or Merlin, in my opinion, is also worth it as well, because it's still cheaper than a step up banner, and it's a guaranteed festival character, level 90 6-star awakening for you. So no matter what, I think this banner is still worth finishing out for a lot of free-to-play players, as long as you're missing one of the characters at the end. If you're missing either Merlin or Margaret at the end, it is worth it. If you have both of them already, then it's kind of hard to say. But that's how much you value a festival coin. Are you going to feed the dupe, or are you going to use it in the coin shop? It really is up to you at that point. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the Starter Rush banner, guys. I wanted to kind of explain it because there's a lot of people that might not know how valuable these characters are and if they should pick them up or not. But if you have extra gems after summoning on the Bond banner, it's definitely worth spending it to actually get to at least the 600 pity here, and get the Margaret copy if you do not have her already. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a good rest of your day.